Hello, welcome back to the Gav's Highlight. I'm doing some my own channel there. I'm so used to being on my channel, but hey, it is what it is. Bit of a hiccup there. This is why we're live. We are here for the Gav's Highlights match day watch along, and it's the Milan derby tonight. AC Milan versus Inter Milan at the San Siro in Serie A. The league title is at stake. Inter Milan are currently leading the league, but any step ups could see a repeat of last season where they bottled it on the last game of the season. Last year was obviously Napoli. This time, it would be insert another name. Basically, could even be AC if AC were to get the win tonight. Big up, Gab. How you doing already? Nice to see you in early. But yeah, we are just 100 away from kickoff as well. So yeah, get your thoughts in the chat in terms of team news. Even if you're neutral team news, who do you think is going to win? League titles as well. And also FA Cup action. So we can even if the game's a bit dull, we can also talk about the FA Cup action. So the two upsets, including bottom of League One Port Vale beating Sunderland 1-0, and it was a Newcastle United supporter for Port Vale that basically knocked out Sunderland. Another upset is in terms of went blank there. Fulham losing to Southampton 1-0 at the Cottage. Drama there, controversy there in every aspect. We can deep dive into that as well. And one game that went straight forward in the FA Cup was Leeds beating Norwich 3-0. There's also drama in Scotland between Rangers and Celtic in the Old Firm derby in the Scottish FA Cup quarterfinals, to the point where there was fans storming the pitch at full time once Rangers had lost on penalties. And it got very, very intense and, yeah, interesting, so to say. If you haven't already, by the way, do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. Share the content around it, be massively appreciated. But yeah, I've kind of got adverts on mine, so I can't give you much more in terms of team news until the team comes up on my screen, respectively. Inter will be favourites because, as I say, they are the league leaders, and out of the two, they're a bit more established. Like AC Milan, about 4 or 5 years ago, won the Scudetto Serie A title, and everyone thought they might have kicked. That was a moment where they would kick on. Didn't happen. They won it that time, and then since then they've come nowhere near close. Inter Milan have come back and dominated. Napoli had their moment last year as well. So yeah, very interesting on that side of things as well. And I say both Milan, out of two Milan, both Milan side for me, meh. But if you had to choose out the two, Inter have got the better overall squad. AC's squad is not what it could be for their level, for their standard, for their history. The fact they rely on Christian Pulisic, for crying out loud, the Chelsea reject that is Captain America, to basically perform miracles, said it all. Gav, how are you doing? What you always interacting in the chat, so how you doing? Oh, there we go. I'll read it so it's all right for that. My guy, it was Celtic fans. I did say fans, I didn't say, I didn't, to be fair to myself, I didn't name a set of fans that did it, that actually went on the pitch, but yeah. Yeah, my guy, it was Celtic fans who ran on the pitch, first mocking the Rangers fans who, so being at Ibrox, and obviously it's old, yeah, so I get that again, hence why it was very intense and very important, so to say, that the authorities did their jobs quick and efficiently, because that could have got really, 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 really out of hand, and we could have had an interesting take in the news this evening if if the authorities hadn't done their job, basically, respectively. General Scout says big up as well. Thank you very much. There's minutes away. Well, literally 4 minutes away from kickoff as well. But yeah, get your score predictions in the chat. And yes, hopefully enjoy a good game of football. Is that Pato? It is as well. Okay. Alex Pato. One of you, I wouldn't say one of your own, Gav, but one of your ex-players we had on loan for 6 months. Yeah, it's got Gattuso's there. Fucking, he's put a bit of what Tim. I know he was put Tim Bourne since he retired, but blimey. Very shows me age, put it that way. In fact, I know Gattuso. What's Sergio Ramos there? I kid you not, I've just seen Sergio Ramos on my screen. He has no affiliation to either club, as far as I'm aware, in terms of he doesn't own a share in the clubs or anything like that. What's my last one about now? Oh dear, teams well, Inter Milan are in the tunnel anyway, waiting for this evening's home side, because they do, as I say, they do. We all know they famously ground share San Siro, but AC are the home side tonight, and the tunnel isn't hiding that, put it that way, because it's all their gear basically. The red and the black and the Puma and all that crap. There's the Inter fans in the away section. Get that off the screen. Go back to the old firm for a second in terms of, like, was it the 117th minute? I was checking this. I thought I'll check the score on my phone. I thought, okay, it's 0-0. Let's check the stats, see how close it's been. And when I saw the stat, it was like 117th minute, one shot, one on target from Celtic, compared to the dominance of Rangers from the attacking point of view. I put in many group chats, including the ones that obviously people Gav knows, and I went, this screams, even at this point, this screams all the way to pens. Celtic shithouse a penalty shootout win. And what happened? They shithouse a penalty shootout win. Here we go. Comes Tamori and all that. AC. So you can see there's Christian. See if you can see Leão. Modric is starting as well. Blimey, Modric is actually starting. And they walk out to the Tifo black and red Tifo, basically, with the Inter fans in the away section, breaking up the pattern, basically. Let's see if we've got any. Yep, this feels like. How is Mkhitaryan still playing? Akanji. Yeah. But yeah, how the hell is Henrik Mkhitaryan still playing football? He could barely play in the Premier League when he was with us. How many years ago that was? We're in 26 now, fucking hell. 4 or 5 years ago? It feels long. I'm trying to think now. 2019. I want to say 2020. Also, it is a bit. It's mad to see Massimo Allegri, a Serie A legend in terms of what he did at Juventus, 29 years on the bounce, as an AC Milan manager. Even though he did go back to Juventus briefly, but that didn't work out the way they all wanted. I was playing 3 at the back, basically with wing backs for AC. Rabiot is one of the flukiest people in the world to have the career that he's had. Play for PSG. Oh, was it PSG? You went somewhere else from PSG. Juventus, that was it, Juventus. And now he's playing for AC Milan. I'm sorry, that's mental. He is so. I wouldn't even say overrated because no one really rates him. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Team photos are being taken, including, by the way, Gav, the keeper that you guys wanted from AC Milan back in the summer. Obviously, he's the captain tonight. Barella for Inter. They're doing their coin toss now, who kicks off and what ends the what, and this, that, and the other. What did you say? Your Insta or no X Twitter? We want to fucking call it these days. Got obviously myself, Smuggo, obviously like Leão and all that in there. Yeah, Liam, Catherine, Jonesy's in there. She's in there. Rudy, like the usual suspects from over my channel or one big X chat basically. I did put a link in that chat saying I was over here tonight. No, I've even got in my own personal WhatsApp group and give everyone a heads up to see if anyone pops in now. But if you are watching, do please, and not just interact, but also push out the stream as well. That'd be greatly appreciated because obviously we will be doing more again all the Arsenal. You can tell Arsenal fan here. All Arsenal content, watch along wise, will be over on my channel, the Mr. Arsenal podcast. But every non-Arsenal game that we cover will be here now. And then once Gav gets back in the swing of things with the usual content you're used to, we'll have that. You'll have that and this to contend with. So you get plenty of content coming your way, and we're off. Let's get this back to normal siding. But yeah, I'm going to go. 3-1 Inter. What is my prediction, by the way? 3-1 Inter Milan. You know what I love about this as well? Considering they both have black in their home kits, like obviously red and black and black and navy blue stripes, that the Italian FA actually allowed the teams to wear their home colours when they play each other, because shockingly, black and navy blue and black and red don't clash. Yet in the Premier League, they'll say that clashes. The morons that they are. Be interesting to see how Modric is doing. It's a slower league as well. I think slower league, sorry. Serie A. So it might be interesting to see how many, what sort of strings he can pull in the Milan midfield. Yeah, also, Gav, if you're watching still and lifting in, if you want to be added into that, the extra, I can reach out to Liam and give him the details. He'll add you in. He's admin, so basically. Actually responded. By the way, again, because just to repeat, obviously new to this channel in sense of helping out Gav here. My name is Ryan as well. So again, run a channel called the Mr. Arsenal podcast on this platform on YouTube. But that's now it's going to go fully back to just being Arsenal content, and all the non-Arsenal stuff is going to be here for you guys. So yeah, Modric, just wide. AC needs like an early lead there from nothing as well, literally. Ooh. Let me message Liam then, one sec. I will do it my phone. My phone about to die. Spare me a sec. Just messing about the ball at the moment. Well, Inter have been very slow and passive a bit, to be honest. There we are. L. We want fifth. Yes. Well, I've messaged him in the chat. See what happens there. We're back. Right, we're back out of the way. Bloody hell. It's gonna. Considering they did refurb the San Siro, you can tell they refurbed it in the last decade. In terms of the inside, like the actual arena side of it, compared to what it once was 15 odd years ago, they did refurb it, I say, in the last decade. It is disheartening from a fan of my age that that great stadium is a great stadium, dated as it is and old as it is, in one sense, that it's gonna be completely demolished and a whole new stadium is gonna be rebuilt within that plot of land basically from the boat share, but it's not gonna be the same. It's gonna be basically like any modern stadium basically. And yeah, it's a shame because again it's a historically amazing stadium from the outside of it, from the outside and all that as well. All these modern stadiums, I'm coming from an Arsenal fan, I can happily say this, all these modern stadiums don't have that character and personality that you get in in what is an old school stadium, basically. And also, while they're rebuilding, when they demolish the Santa City, when they go ahead and demolish this stadium, where are they both going to play while they're rebuilding? Keep Malangan or whatever you actually then comes out and claims it. I will say this, and I'll stand by. I've said it before, both on my channel when Arsenal played Inter Milan this season and last season. There's a couple of players, one in particular I really don't rate. I don't like the fact that he lives off his dad's name, and that is Thuram, the Inter Milan striker. Don't see him at the moment, so I don't think he started. But he basically lives off his dad's name. Basically, the dad that is the former Juventus defender and French international legend. There's obviously got two sons. One plays for Juventus, his former club, and one plays for, as I say, the more known one outside of Italy. Plays for has played for Inter for like 4 or 5 years now. And every time I watch him, he's wasteful, he's non-existent, and basically, if he was playing in the Premier League, for example, he wouldn't even in a, for example, he could play for Wolves, and the players around him would look 10 times better than him. I don't. He's that badly, in my opinion, overrated. I just don't. Yeah, I don't. And again, it's just like living off your dad's legacy. Basically, it aggs me. And why out of the two brothers, Why is it him getting the? It's just my opinion. Why is it him that get? Why is that the two brothers? He gets more attention. The other brother plays for Juventus. His dad's his actual dad's former club. I'm only going by every time I watch. I've watched them even for the international side of things. Every time when he does get picked for his international side, he makes obviously cameo appearances, subs, and all that. I don't see anything that sort of not just gets me off my feet as a fan, but of football, but anything really that says he doesn't his body language and posture does not scream I'm a striker. This is where now Lay Stanley in the chat goes, right, dislike and getting out of here. But it's just my opinion. I go by what I see when I get the chance to watch. Outside of when I'm watching Arsenal, obviously, when I get a chance to watch these players for these respective clubs, for club and country. Yeah. Especially when you've been at a club for what, 4 or 5 years, you should have more of a. Again, this is a derby. It is not. I don't know. He's probably injured. I'm saying this, but that was the year Inter won the title. That was. They didn't win it last year. When did they last win it? That's a fucking question. Now we're in 26, 25 with Napoli. I fucking think now. 25, 24. It's 23 or 24. Second. Well, Albert. Let's have a look in terms of. Let's have a look at his contribution to this season. Out of fairness, I'll be fair. I'm doing this. I'm typing one-handed, by the way. Hence, I was low. That's the one I want. Transfer market from a point of view on that side of things. Transfermarket.co.uk. Know that. He's won. He's done obviously, as you mentioned, the Italian league title, UEFA Nations League. When did France win the Nations League? But anyway, Italian Super Cup, European Under-19 champion as well. But one of each basically so far. Right, this season, 21 appearances, 7 goals, 3 assists. This is a Serie A. Yeah, 59% of the time he's starting in the starting 11. 54% of his minutes is 54% of minutes. This is what I'm going again. I'm just going by the date they're giving me here. And 19% of Inter Milan goals he's involved in either by, as I say, goals or assists. 19% this season. Champions League this season. 9 appearances, 2 goals, 1 assist. What's this? The Italian Cup. This is in 3 appearances, 2 goals and an assist. That's his best ratio basically for a goal contribution, 43%. Champions League is 23% goal contribution. What's this? Super Coppa Italiana. 1 appearance, 1 goal. That's obviously basically they got the Community Shield basically. So what he's got 1, 3, 4, 5, 12 goals in all comps this season. That's hardly great stats when we're in what match day 28. Match day 28 in the league. He's not even started, by the way. Yeah. But somehow his market value is €60 million. I don't get it. When was this? 20, so he's been there since 2018. So he joined them at 20. He's been there, yeah. His high stock value was €75 million, and that was June last year. Again, I don't get it, but still, just my opinion. Look at his age. He's 27. 28, sorry. He's 28, sorry. He's no spring, with all due respect, in modern day football, he's no spring chicken anymore. Contract expires in 28 as well. Have a look. Let's look. I'm just having a look at his general career. So he started at ACBB Youth, went to FC Sharks, under 19s, on the youth team there. Then got promoted from the under 19s to the B team. Then from the B, and that was in 2013. He went from that. And then 2015, the B team to the senior team. 2 years later, left the B team, left the senior squad, the club, and went to another club in France called Guingamp. I'll probably butcher that, apologies. 2 years there. Then went to Borussia Mönchengladbach for €9 million, by the way. And then in 2023, left Mönchengladbach for Inter Milan for a free transfer. His market value was £32 million. He left on a free. That's a penalty. I thought I saw a handball there, but okay. Yeah, it's just my opinion. I'm getting entitled to yours and all that as well. '23, '23, '24. He's not the main striker. No, Martinez is, but that's my point. So again, especially when you look at his age, for someone that's 28 years old now, it should be somewhere where he's the main man. And you're looking at the stats this season alone. It doesn't tell me he wants to be the main man. He's happy. He's happy being second fiddle, basically. I just don't see. This is my opinion. I don't see what he does as an actual striker, and there's a reason why. After all these years, Inter Milan still prefer Martinez, and they do everything they can to bend the knee, bend over for him, and make sure he gets the contracts he wants. He has got the same amount of goals like Yorker, then so Yorker. All right. So Aaron's been in. He has been with Inter Milan for 3 years now, as we speak. And now we're joining 23. It's now 26. Well, in this season, it'll be 3 years. Yorker has just come to. It's a game coming to a new league, and considering all the slating he gets, there's only one goal behind the striker that gets praised week in, week out, and that's Ekitike. It doesn't help when we got a manager that doesn't want to adapt his playing style until we win a fucking trophy to players like Lucas's playing style. That's not fair. You need your workhorses in the team. Again, maybe so. I just don't see that sometimes. For example, when Arsenal have played into not just this season, last season, I didn't even see that side of things. But clearly, I'm not seeing something other people like transfermarket.co.uk or market trader, when you call it. They're obviously seeing something I'm not, because obviously the market value is, as I say, around €60 million. But yeah. I stand by. Of course, I sort of stand by it because, as I say, this is a Milan derby, and if, again at your age, you want to be playing in these sort of games and like starting wise. Again, it's probably good. Again, showing my age here, probably just because my age and having seen some of the greatest players in my lifetime, not not just even at the workhorses, so to speak. Not yeah. From an Arsenal perspective, we had like players like Noah Hakan and Sylvain Wiltor. I remember the early 2000s. It was Henry, Bergkamp, Wiltor, and Kanu. All different strikers, all different capabilities, and gave us like, each gave us something different when called upon. Obviously, Henry being the main man, Bergkamp of a certain age, more of a cam centre forward, whatever you called it. Um, yeah, I know, I know. I did say it. Why did no one listen to me? Oh, not my head. Um, all neutral, yeah, Austin, all non-Arsenal content is going to be here now on this channel, and only on this channel, basically. But I feel like I can say now. But yeah, my point was there basically, and some of that, as I say, especially that as Beckham got older, he was more rotated. But he contributed, and he contributed. He did. Wiltord was a workhorse. Kanu did his work. Was a workhorse, but also, as I say, all gave something different. I don't know. I just don't see it. Maybe because I don't watch week in, week out. But when yeah, I just go by when I get the chance to see. I don't see it. I could be wrong. Again, I could be proven wrong. Come the World Cup, he could be taken to the World Cup in the USA, Mexico, Canada thing, and he could actually prove me wrong. If he does that, I'll hold my hands up. I'm not one of these YouTubers out there that go, this is my opinion. I'm going to stick by it, even when I'm proven even when I'm proven wrong. When I'm physically see I'm being proven wrong, I'm not going. I'm going to stand there and be defiant and say no, still, and stand by what I said, basically. Yeah, but even with the goals, but at least again, because I had the luxury of watching kind of week in, week out. He contributed more than just the goals. It'd be assists or the build-up play. You're getting, as you say, in terms of how you talk about Turan being a workhorse. I don't know, why is Ramos at this game? Doing my head in. Carney was literally, he worked his bollocks off. Wiltord worked his bollocks off. Oh, they got a soul shot for fuck's sake. This, ironically known that Man United had been super sub, was happy to be there all them years. When he got the opportunities, worked his bollocks off. When we saw it, I think again, I go by what I think I've watched of Turam, and I don't see it. But clearly, obviously, if I watched, maybe if I watched into week in, week out, and saw him week in, week out, maybe I'd see what you guys see. Lay down. If you knock that over, I'm not going to be impressed. Kanu is miles. Agree. That's something I agree with. Kanu is miles above the Turam. Miles. It just feels like that. Again, it's one sec. It just feels like that when, again, I go by what I see, basically, and that side of things. And again, there is other players out there, not just this lad, that have famous dads or uncles or whatever that have had that career themselves, but then they want to live off the legacy of daddy or uncle, basically. In my head in. Stop it. Down. Down. Okay, we were very close to having fucking Brooklyn Beckham fucking live off his dad's name, for fuck's sake, in terms of from a footballing point of view. He lives off. I don't care what he's fucking saying. He can fucking sue me or what. I ain't got fucking anything to fucking sue me for. But I don't care what he says. He lives off the dad's name of Beckham. But we're very close to being a fucking footballing situation of him living off daddy's name as a Beckham. Because I don't know if most of you know, but obviously all the boys, obviously, was it Brooklyn, Romeo and Cruz, happened to be Arsenal fans, and because daddy David Beckham and he had connections, David was able to get him into the youth setup when they were like kids, basically. And was it? I think it was 13. We told Brooklyn, "No, you're not going to be a player," and piss off. And then because Arsenal rejected him, I no longer want to be a footballer. But just prior to that, he was doing soccer aid again because his daddy was doing it, using daddy's influence. He's not just. I'm using him. He's the main example, obviously, of living off the famous parents or famous uncle's fucking name. It does do my head in. Especially when there's fucking zero fucking talent to him. Who's the other one? Fucking Steve Bruce's son, Alex. Bit of his dad, but still the name Bruce is like, oh, he must be good as his dad. He's like, no. This game, it says a lot. We're 25 minutes into this game. It's 0-0, as you can tell by the scoreboard. And we're talking about fucking, I'm slagging off, pretty much slagging off Thuram. And now we're moving the discussion onto fucking Brooklyn, fucking Beckham, living on his dad's name. Jesus Christ. Out of interest, like, who do you support? Maybe move the discussion on from this. But again, I say I'll stand by it, and you can come back here on this channel or over on my channel when it comes to World Cup and I'll cover every single fucking game, literally, even the dead rubber games in the group stages. That's silly o'clock. What is it? That's a game. Lazio Milan next week. Ooh. If he obviously, assuming he goes to the World Cup for France, if I obviously could be watching the games, if I see something that you're telling me that you're currently seeing yourself, and I see it, I'll hold my hands up and say, you know what, I was wrong. X, Y, and Z. Go from there, basically. You're like Gav. Oh no, you're Gav. You're Gav. Hi, Dylan. How you doing as well? Dylan, who do you support? Against your comes like Chelsea, but no, I'm outnumbered for once. Put it this way, to again, sort of lean on what I'm saying, was even anywhere near as good as his market value suggests. Why are teams outside of Italy, for example, Atleticos, Reals, Barca's, Arsenal, Chelsea, in terms of right here, right now, Man United, even Knuckle Dragon Tottenham, who are on the verge of relegation. Why are none of them linked to him? What? Again, like his age, you'd think. Again, he wants to be the main man. So, especially again, going over current situations, somewhere like Tottenham might be ideal for him because he would go in and he would be fighting and potentially get himself the opportunity to be the main man. I didn't say you have to be pretty to watch, but I just, again, for someone who wants to be a striker, who claims to be a striker, of that ilk. So I've watched the ref come in from a set piece. Though again, historically, they are huge club. Not going to deny that, but he's clearly not going to be as we've mentioned, he's not the main man. And that's again coming from a set piece specialist of an Arsenal fan this season. That was poor. Um, what was I saying now? Yeah, Inter Milan are huge. Don't get me wrong, but you want to be the main man. Obviously, he's not going to be the main man. But at his age, if you're a striker, you've got a World Cup around the corner. You want to give yourself the best opportunity to go to the World Cup and get as many minutes and show you what you're capable of on a consistent basis, week in, week out. Surely you want to be somewhere else, go somewhere where you're going to have the opportunity. You do. But even for me, for main your Mullers and Firminos, they did the hard. You physically saw them week in, week out. Be no matter who they played, put the hard graft in. I'm going by what I see in terms of the Turam so far. I've not seen that myself. Obviously, clearly you have, and maybe others will. But for me, I just haven't seen it yet, and I'm happy to be proven wrong. But look, either way, you just made Gav's night. By the way, being for once, he's not outnumbered. It actually it's me outnumbered. Oh dear, let's go talk. We talk about Chelsea now. Well, okay, this game's just in my head at the moment because nothing's happening. 5 minutes for 5 minutes, it's fucking Milan 80 with the ball. Then it's Inter, then it's back to AC, but they're doing nothing with the ball, respectively. Um, I've never wanted. I personally never wanted to run. Put it this way: if you gave me a choice between, again, Gav, you know my thoughts on Sesko when I say this. Give me the choice between Sesko and fucking Turam. I'm picking Sesko. I'd rather Sesko. And again, Gav, you know my thoughts on Sesko. So that says a lot. But yeah, Chelsea. So Gav again, me and Gav have this week and week out over my channel. I'll get your quick thoughts. On your ownership, and then your thoughts on Rossini so far. And where do you think come the summer, you area wise, you need to improve on to actually push on? Sam is a winger into playing with, but again, he's been there it's been 3 years now. Come the summer, he clearly ain't got an issue with it because he's staying put. He's not kicking up a fuss, so yeah. Pers- Also, this he's not as bad as Rabiot though. I don't. Again, my opinion. I've never rated Rabiot when he was at PSG, when he was at Juve. I didn't even know he was at fucking AC. How has this guy had a career where he's played for some of all three of the biggest clubs in Europe in terms of France, in terms of PSG for the most, in terms of recent history, one of the biggest clubs in recent times, and then historically, you the biggest clubs in Italy in terms of Inter and Juve. Don't like the ownership too much, but I like the project. Okay, I'll get the ownership. I can again. Cool. Pretty much, I mean, again, the gaffer will tell you this. I pretty much called this, but you're going to have your ownership from day one. Coming from again, Arsenal fan who has American owners when they were into on it. No, when the Cronkies were not full owners but majority owners. This is pretty much what we were doing because I was in fight because even though they were the majority shareholders. Um, because we had Usmanov and others that had shares at the time within the club, refusing to work with the Cronkies to better the club. We basically went down as you know the project, similar project to what you're doing now, Project Youth, young, up and coming, build them up, make a bit of a profit if we can, along with a couple here and there along the way. Oh, Henrik's on the attack. Henrik. Oh, keeper saves it. Shock. After all that, from Henrik McTominay, has the ball, runs it. Oh, oh, and keeper saves it again. Runs through the middle. All he has to do is pick a side, and he hits it down the goalkeeper's throat. What are you doing to me? Hey, I'm impressed with Rossoneri. I was worried at first, but he's doing a good job. I mean, okay. I mean, apart from again, look around you. Apart from when he played Arsenal, you've won your games. Not convincingly, most of them, but you still won them. I mean, I can't fully blame him in one sense because even the team he put out last night should have been capable to not make a meal out of Wrexham, but they did. You've got so many players in your book. This is the thing with the project, though, and your ownership. They've got so many. You brought so many players in. You're overstocking in certain areas, and 1-0. AC Milan are 1-0 up. I won't say I can't even say who don't deserve it, or it's just been one of them mere games, and from nowhere, after Mkhitaryan misses an absolute sitter 2 minutes ago, Verstappen has just put AC Milan 1-0 up. Will you get out of there? You're doing my head in. Poor goalkeeper. Poor defending and poor goalkeeper, by the way, from an Inter point of view. And Judge Mo will be losing his mind. Chelsea need a new goalkeeper, new centre back, and a new physio team. Physio team. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. You need something because fucking especially with Cole, he needs someone to come in and fix these muscle injuries that he's been picking up this season. No, not at all. It's just in terms of performance, not all the games, but certain games, players, and again, this comes to the players. The players do need to take responsibility when I say this as well. So I'm not completely blaming the manager here. Oh, the ball that's just been put in the net is now being collected by the officials and put in a plinth for a competition giveaway. Okay. Mm. Oh, he's a City fan. Ah. Again, this is not all Chelsea. I'm not completely outnumbered in that sense. But as I was saying, that players are taking responsibility here. It's it's got to be concerning that a big bulk of your squad are just not good enough, in my opinion, in terms of longevity. You've got a good handful of players that are long term what you need and basically what you need in terms of like your Reece Jameses and all that. Kukureya's. Cole's. Normally I would have said Cole Palmer, but he's fallen off a cliff this season. Shock. Take away the penalties, and yeah, that's not a dig at Chelsea. He's just taking a dig at him because everyone hyped him up to beyond belief, and he's gone, basically, constantly injured as well. Um, yeah. So Dylan, behave because just remember who's 7 points clear and got you in a final in a few weeks. Few weeks, yeah, 2 weeks time. Literally 2 weeks to the day. Either I'll be very happy or you'll be very happy. This time in 2 weeks. Just remember them things while you start throwing shade at me for being an Arsenal fan. I think that out of your best 11, the obvious weak points is your goalkeeper and centre backs. I mean, Fofana is probably your best centre back, out and out centre back on his day. That's the thing. On his day, he spent most of his time at Chelsea injured, with one injury or another, and now, as we've seen in recently, he's he's got himself suspended. He's now getting suspended. He's doing the Tottenham thing. He'll need a red card. Um, Almost 2-0 AC. Inter slowly losing control of this game, by the way. So yeah, that's so yeah. His centre backs, even with Fofana, his centre backs need to be addressed. But it's not for me. You got the ownership in terms of Project Youth. No matter what, it's got to stop. They've got to go out there and get a Levi. This is the thing, Colwell. That's it. He's a good centre back. It's going to be interesting. They can't rush him back. Learn from the mistake of what Man City have done with Rodri. Don't rush the lad back from the ACL. And even then, be willing to accept that it might take him a few months to get back into the swing of things when he comes back in the summer. Um, so so left back and right back, obviously Reece and Cucurella, no issue there. You got Casado, Lavia's too injury prone. You need to move him on, in my opinion. But you got I'm trying to think Casado, trying to think now. Well, Enzo. The thing is, I wouldn't with Enzo. Yeah, I'll keep him from your point of view for your midfield. How you want to play. But I wouldn't be having him as a captain or vice captain set up basically. Obviously, you got Reece as your captain. Vice captain could be anyone else, but I think take that sort of pressure off of Enzo. You might get something more out of him, maybe. Liam Delap. I can always tell you, send him wherever you need to send him in the summer. Absolutely, he offers you nothing. Like the fact that yourselves, Man United and others are jumping on the bandwagon for £30 million, like, and what's he giving you? Bloody hell. I'd move him on. Shell Pedro, okay, I'll keep him. Rosier, Garnacho, long term, can't be anywhere near your 11. Gittins, it's going to be a big summer. Next season's a big season for Gittins. Oh, we're going to be 2-0. Oh, Cantona, no. Yeah, Gittins, I think this is his bedding in season, then basically getting used to the whole physicality of the league and getting proper pre-seasons behind him with Liam. So I'll give him another year, see how that goes. Neto, that's again proven, and on his day he can cause a bit of chaos. He can score your goals and create stuff on his day. And to be fair to him, the main fear when he was up for grabs from Wolves was, prior to him leaving Wolves, was he was constantly doing his hamstring for about a year and a half. But since he's gone to Chelsea, his injuries haven't massive, especially on the hamstring side of things, haven't been that bad, or haven't been. He's not had a hamstring injury, far as I'm aware. So the injury side of things has actually got better with him from his point of view. Palmer, what is it you need? I think you're going to need to get Champions League. If you can get top 5, he won't kick up a fuss and he'll stay. If you fall out the Champions League spots and don't win the Champions League as well to make sure you win it the next season, one way or the other, he may start doing him. It may get his agent and start kicking up a fuss. Basically, he may. I'm not saying he will. He may. But yeah, it says a lot when you're saying what you're saying. Reece, Fofana, Cuckoo, Colwell, Casado, Enzo, Palmer, Neto, Esteval. Yeah, Esteval's. Yeah. Pedro are the only players that can compete in your entire squad. In your entire squad. What's that? What does that say? I mean, the thing is that you spent so much money on getting this. The reason why it's shocking because he's still a young lad, and he's come from a league where it's not as physically demanding. And we saw this. We saw this with fucking Jadon Sancho. This is the fucking annoying. This is, from a neutral point of view, the annoying thing. We saw this with Jadon. When he joined United, played in Germany with Dortmund, pulling up trees, looking amazing, all X, Y, and Z. Man United fell into the trap, brought him, spent the money on him, and it comes to a more physically demanding league where he gets next to no space. It gets found out. Whereas I don't think it goes in Gitten's favour. He's still young and raw. That he can mould himself into being good enough in this league. Okay, now Alex. Hi, Alex. You'll sell. I'll build or sell Palmer at some point anyway. There's a reason why you made him a game of what's it, an 8-9 year contract last season. Yeah. There's a reason why you bought Mudryk initially and gave him the big contract because it was a mindset of 2 minutes injury time, by the way, in the first half. It was the mindset of young potential, got a good ceiling on the lad. If it doesn't work out, we can knock him out for a fair few quid. And look what's happened. I mean, you weren't getting the club weren't to know that he'd fucking go to international break and then come back with fucking dope in allegations to his name. I would say this ain't been a bad game, but it's been a really bad. It has been a really bad game. I know at least we've got a goal. He's not completely not like 0-0, but that's come from nowhere. Other than that, it's been a really abysmal first half, really. Considering it's a derby, they're both meant to hate each other, and there's a league title on the line. It's not had that bite, that needle. Even the fans, I'm considering AC Milan are the home team. There's not a real. The atmosphere is just flat as well. For me, anyway, from what I can hear. Oh dear. So on your no fucking hell. Look about this house. Let's see if Lynn got back to me. 1 sec. Yeah. 1 sec. 1 sec. Oh. Fucking webcam. Bear with me, Gav. Bear with me. I just want to get your. Hold in. Where is it? Wait, 1 sec. Go back to the messages. Fucking hell, it'd be easier. Because I'm doing it one-handed. Shot. And it's wide. This. And there we go, half time. I'll put that back down for a sec. It's been a really poor game. It has been. I keep saying it. Actually, we spoke about everything but the actual game itself, is it, or buying the goal? Because obviously Nick and himself were asking after if you're on X. I just didn't. Well, the thing is, I fucking so how much attention they fucking pay to the chat. I actually put your post on X that you did this thing for this stream in the actual group chat. That shows how much fucking attention these people are paying. I can no wonder they're not in here. The only one that's popped in actually is Austin, to be fair, in the actual chat. Alex has come from my WhatsApp group chat. Let's get this done. Let's stop that. Do that. How the hell are Inter Milan top of the league one off? How? They're playing like every time I watch Inter Milan, be it in Serie A or Champions League, this is what I see of Inter Milan like what is performance wise. I don't get it. Is is the standard in Italy, the levels in Italy that bad that this Inter Milan is actually the best of the worst batch basically. Mm. Well, yeah, basically, just saying on that side of things in terms of the ownership. But yeah, I called it from day one. At Alpha because I saw it myself back in the day when my owners were majority owners, not full owners. Only when they've become full owners, and even then, not straight away either. In terms of when I say this, my owners, the Cronkies, sorry, when they became full ownership, full owners of the club, initially continued down the path the, the mentality and path that they were going down, and we all saw in terms of youth, and this, that, and the other. It was only when the fallout of these, in terms of the Super League fallout, that they got. I'm going to check and double check in a sec. It was only in the fallout of the Super League that, and the threat that the fans were egging on other people to buy the club, Daniel Eck and others to buy the club, but as a consortium with Dennis Bergkamp and Henri, that they actually got their head up their asses and started doing what they've been doing for the last few years since then, in terms of actually just give the manager in terms of Arteta what exactly he wants and what he needs in terms of not just players but a sporting event. You got the sporting director in terms of took a couple of years to wise up and move him on. And obviously even then we brought in a sporting director in terms of Berta, the experience that he has, and straight away he was only here for back into last season as officially. And straight away he was like, okay, I've seen how you play. This is what we need to bolster this squad to give you the best opportunity next season. And this is the guy who's watched with fucking Simeone for nearly 9 decades, so he knows the egos as well. So if Arteta tried that bullshit, that would not have ended well for him. Bear with me a second. Have a look. He has got back. Gav, I've got. What was it? One sec. The gunner Nick has said he's followed you. You need to follow him back. If you follow back the gunner Nick at the gunner Nick, if you follow him back, he'll add you in now. What is this? I do need a wireless fucking mouse, by the way. Do my fucking head in this. Oh dear. Also, if you're still there, mate, who do you think you're getting in the FA Cup tomorrow? Not just for Gav, but everyone else in the chat. Who do you think you'd take, be it Man City, Chelsea, or if you're again neutral on this, who do you think's getting who in the FA Cup draw tomorrow? As it stands, 7 teams already through. Got one more game left. That's between West Ham and Brentford, but the draw will be before that game tomorrow night. Um, we're gonna have. I think now who we've got now. Got obviously Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea, Leeds, Port Vale, and fucking hell, Port Vale and Southampton, and then one of Brentford or West Ham basically for the final spot. Do you reckon the FA will do their best to keep the trying to think now? Do their best to keep Arsenal and Man City away from each other for a potential final again? Or do you think Arsenal and Man City will play each other, or they'll both play Chelsea and Liverpool respectively? Or do you think all four big guns, in terms of your Chelsea, Liverpool, City, and Arsenal, are all going to get the other four weaker teams respectively to have an all big four-ish semi-final, basically? I'll be honest. The cynic in me thinks they're going to do the whole we want Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, City in the semis for money purposes. But the other side of me, the non-cynical side, I'm convinced we're going to get City or Chelsea at home in the draw. And who we don't get at them two will get Port Vale. They played the Port Vale, by the way. I said it before. Bottom of League One, rock bottom, getting relegated as it stands. And then in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, they are a game away from Wembley. And as their social media put out there, 3 games away from playing in Europe next season. It ain't going to happen. They're not going to do a Palace and win the FA Cup. And when I say Palace, I mean a team that's not expecting themselves to be in any final and all that, just going with the flow, get to a final and win it. Palace were in the fucking Premier League for fuck's sake when they did last season, for crying out loud. This is not even going to do a Wigan. It's not even like Wigan, because Wigan were in the Premier League side when they won it. So Wimbledon, but even in our top flight, I think for the good of the FA Cup, it would be good for the FA Cup for the competition if Port Vale were to get to Wembley. But we know what the FA's mindset is on that side of things. Oh, there you go. Welcome to Lions Den, Gav. One selfie with an Arsenal. Oh dear, you're in now. There's no going back now, Gav. Well, Smuggler's typing something and he's disappeared, so brace yourself, Gav. Oh dear. Why have they got knocked down to San Siro? Seriously, look at it. Seeing people are watching, look at that. That is a magnificent stadium, I'm sorry. Oh dear. Now it's back to you being outnumbered, Gav, because that is literally predominantly Arsenal fans in that chat, by the way. I say predominantly, it is barring you, it is Arsenal fans in there. Oh dear, you got to laugh. How long have you had it? Well, I'll go back to the chat now. On here. And Liam, oh god, you're phoning Liam back. Oh, you're done for now because every time you mess up now, he's gonna be there waiting for you. But how long have you had a Twitter then, Gav? I didn't know you had Twitter until obviously this evening. I think I've bored everyone off now, right? No, it's half time. He's talking crap. Let's get out of here. Oh, I think, what games are there? Again, these are people in the. These are, oh, again, Jeanette, she's another one in that group chat. Why do you never tell us this? But yeah, they're all good as gold, by the way. None of them will give you any grief for nothing. All good as gold. We don't get that. We don't accept any of that BS side of things. So you're actually genetics and whoever else follows you from that's in that group. You're safe as houses, basically. But tell them, get their ass into the chat. Help me out here, please. Oh dear, because if you don't laugh, you fucking cry. I do need, by the way, to get my bigger flag out behind me. So get that one, take that one down, get the bigger one out too. Because I'm humble. We're going down. We had that all literally from January till what was it? End of the season. That's all I had from you and Stefan. Be humble, be humble, be humble, be humble. I was like, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. I still haven't heard from Stefan, by the way, in terms of not seen him since September, in terms of in live chats on the channel, either on my channel or Gary's channel, nothing. When I pop over to Stefan's channel itself, he hasn't posted anything since September. So I am concerned about him, if I'm being brutally honest. Oh dear. Fucking advert doing my head in. I'm getting tired here. I wonder if have you actually seen what Nick said, by the way, after he added you in the group chat? You may need to respond to that. But yeah, also when it comes to not just obviously us doing these live streams, Gav, when you get yourself back into the swing of things in terms of you wanting to get back into the swing of things with doing your videos on air, you're we want to welcome to promote your stuff in there as well. Yeah, I've seen it good. But yeah, you're more than welcome, as I say, to put links in there as well of your fan reaction stuff. When you start doing that again. Already have what? Not seen no response from you. I've not seen no response. Right, notifications. Go to. Following. So Keith Thomas follows you. Bloody hell. Fair enough. Like flying big, yeah. And obviously, you got myself. In terms of followers, you got myself, as you mentioned, Jeanette, Smuggo, Nick. Okay. Okay. Uh, but yeah, we will promote your socials as well to help you build up as well, going going forward as well. If you want us to. I have four of I have four of the pictures, Gav. That's the thing. You sent me the original two, and then I can't remember why, but then sent me two more recent, like in terms of after the original two got sent. And we're on the way for the second half. There we go. Inter need to turn things around in this second half, or they're gonna find it very hard going forward to hold on to this league lead. Dylan, hopefully things have got. I mean, it's a second half just got underway. The game itself, barring the moment for the goal, has been pretty dead. Basically, the atmosphere is crap. For again, just in general, if you include the fact it's meant to be a derby, the atmosphere is crap. The players on the pitch is again for a derby. No, there's no needle, no intensity, no nothing really. One sec. And it's just yeah. And the game itself is again, it's just quality's been nowhere non-existent. The fact that Henrik Mkhitaryan's has had Inter Milan's best chance so far in this game speaks volumes. Oh, aren't you popular then, Gav, with old expressions there? Mixing up with the royalty. Tell them I'll say hi when they get relegated come May. Just let him know that everyone says hi. Enjoy the championship for a few years. Because thanks to Daniel Levy and his relegation clauses he's put in these in all these players' contracts, they're going to lose a lot of players for cheap as well. Why is Martinez on the bench, by the way? I've seen that. So quite a few key players are on the bench for Inter. How is he towards you, considering you're Chelsea, obviously Chelsea fan, and obviously with what you were doing on the channel at the time? I'm assuming he's cool with you and all that. He's chill because you're helping promote his. You've been helping promote his stuff throughout the years. This gonna be a corner for Inter. Have a look at this angle. The ball goes up before the keeper touches it. One sec. No, it's a corner. Definitely a corner. Swings the ball in. Picks. Okay, you're wearing navy blue and black stripes, not red and black. What are you doing? Is it a pressure thing with Inter maybe? Because obviously, I know it was Inzaghi last season, but back into the season, they're going for the treble, like their domestic cup, league, and Champions League, and ended up with nothing. Literally nothing. It was in even on the final day of the season, like because the results previously, the week previous was, but the title was in their hands, so to speak. They just had to win, and they nosed that up, basically. Oh, okay, fair enough. Almost 2-0. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, being into Chelsea, I wouldn't message him right now, though, considering he's in a relegation. He's in a relegation, so having a meltdown every Friday on DR Sports. Mate, again, when you are ready to come back, it's the quicker the better, basically, because if Tottenham were to go, that's gold for you, basically. That is YouTube gold coming your way. Doing a reaction video to Tottenham fans getting reacting to being relegated. That would be gold all day long. If that happens, hope it happens, but if. I'll say if. 22, 23, and 24, yeah. Or your best of 25, was it 25 or 25, 26 or 2026, what you want to call it, for this season, that will be, as I say, especially if they get relegated, that will be fucking YouTube gold for you. You'd rake it in. I don't know who's playing tomorrow. I think was it Brentford, West Ham are playing. West Ham versus Brentford at London Stadium, so in the FA Cup. I don't know if anyone's going to be interested. Maybe put a poll out in the community chat, in the community post on your channel. Put a poll out and ask them yes or no if they want us to do a watch along tomorrow for the West Ham Brentford game, and then do another one on once we got the answer on that. Potentially do another one tomorrow night for Tuesday night in terms of Champions League. Like list the games of which one they want us to do, and we get that dealt with on in terms of get that up and running by midday on Tuesday. Run announce on Tuesday. So whatever's been most popular in the vote, we'll go with that. From the Champions League point of view on Tuesday. Wednesday, back on my channel for the Leverkusen Arsenal game. I don't know who's playing on Thursday. We got Andy in the chats in the group chat says hello to you as well, by the way. Oh dear. Believe it or not, by the way, after the Old Firm ended earlier, Rosie was the talk of the chat earlier because Leo decided to WhatsApp her at full time, basically, and she's read the message and left him on read, basically, not replied to him. So as soon as I mentioned Rosie, she's now messaging me. Give me strength. Do you play the same day as us? We play on Wednesday night. Wednesday night? Yeah, it's technically Wednesday night, but it's the early kickoff on Wednesday. 5:45 kickoff. I think you and City are both 8 o'clock kickoffs. I think. What day do you play? I do believe City versus Madrid is on the same night as us. Don't know about you. Again, I don't know about you guys. You're playing Tuesday or same night or not. It's going to be 2-0 or 1-1 all. Oh, how's he missed that to make it 1-1? Seriously. Yeah, again, Mkhitaryan's involved. It would have been. Hi, Rose. How you doing? Crap, basically. both teams are crap, but it's just AC took their chance in the first half when they had the opportunity halfway through the first half. They took it. Other than that, the game's been absolutely crap. Certain players, key players, are missing from Inter's team on the bench for some reason. Henrik had their best opportunity in the first half, and just now, Federico Di Marco has just missed an absolute stitter to make it 1-1. By the way, Rosie, Liam's looking for you, by the way. Just giving you a heads up, in case you didn't know. He will be relieved to know you're okay after the old what happened at iBox earlier. And yes, he screenshotted and showed us what he sent you. Can we get a goal into and make this interesting, please? Oh my days. Where was he? Where's the? I think Dylan. I can't remember his name now. Yeah, Dylan, the City fan. If you're still watching in the chat, how are you feeling about some obviously dropping points to Forest midweek and the league title as a whole? Do you think you still got a bit of wiggle room to catch us, or one more bad result? Do you think that's it? Out of interest, give your thoughts on Pep as well this season, and what needs to be improved on for next season, with or without Pep. Oh, oh, 1 sec. Oh, dear. Over to here. Leão, mate. Again, he's another one I don't get the hype around Leão either. I know Arsenal have been linked to him for the last couple of years. I just don't get the hype. I really don't. Oh, who's this? 2000 Inter. I'll see who's coming on. Dumfries. Mkhitaryan's gone off for Pulisic. And Dumfries has come on for, I'll say Luis Enrique. Yeah, Luis Enrique, yeah. Look at me. Hi, Catherine. How you doing? Uh, have I got to follow his other channel guy where all messages go? Or long, yeah. I mean, yeah, the El Smuggo one. That's his main one. Harvey Fans Forever is if he's got. I can't remember. Still got the money, but that's more for like promoting Discord and his channel respectively. But yeah, his main one is El Smargo, which you already follow. So yeah, one set, don't freeze. Wasted opportunity. Obviously, was it Sunday evening, 9 o'clock in the evening here, obviously in the UK. If he hasn't followed, I think he's followed you from what I could see before. So you should be able to DM him privately if you wanted to. Driving home from dinner with the family. Oh, okay, how was that? Hope you had a good eat and a good early afternoon lunch, what everyone's got. Obviously, a few hours behind us, so yeah. What's it in? Oh, lasagna. Oh, very nice. Inter so crap. Like literally, if I did it, pulled the edge of the box in, the guy they just shoot you if they have to for the sake of shooting or crossing for the sake of crossing. I mean, no, no. I mean, where do I go to reply to messages from? I mean, they're in the group chat. He's added you into in your DMs. Just go to messages and it should pop up there. If you, I want to say, if you bear with me, I can at you and you could, you should get, in terms of in the DM, it should let you know. But yeah, they're all saying hello in tune. If you go into your DMs, messages or whatever, it's called messages or inbox, whatever. The El Smugger certified smugglers into group chat in question. One sec. You're doing this all bloody cock-handed. A fucking weird angle. Yeah. I've now literally added you, and it should again. You should be in a notification. It's called the El Smuggo Certified Smugglers. You should be able to get into it no problem. Nick's added you in, so you follow him, you follow Liam, and all that. So you've been added in. I can see you've actually been added in. But let's go to messages, and that's what DMing is basic. DMing is basically. Oh, well, yeah. Oh dear. Where's my balls off, by the way? Why did I pick this game to do the child? What a games we could have done today. Okay, hell. Yeah, he's at Cafe. He's in a group. He's in our group chat now. He's one of us. He's outnumbered, but he's one of us. Oh dear. All in. I'll give a counter attack here. Leão touch of the backside, loses the ball in midfield, and then the midfield loses it back to there. Gets humped up the pitch. Out for a throw for Inter. It's supposed to be a good game, probably better. No, not really. I mean, there's been a goal, yeah. That's one improvement from the old firm game, but there's been a goal. But barring the goal, it's probably been as bad, if not worse. And that's saying a lot, by the way. Yeah, it's confirmation. Catherine, I would say snap it, but you're on driving, so actually be safe, please. Drive safely. Get home first. Oh, got another fight. Another well, I think he was in here early yesterday for the Man City Newcastle one. Hi Ben, how you doing? With Forza Rossoneri. I probably butchered the last bit, but apologies. And yeah, welcome to the stream tonight. He ain't missed much, to be honest, barring the goal. He literally the quality of the game's been really, really bad for both teams. Even the Leeds game, I had the Leeds game on because obviously I was keeping an eye on it, obviously, because Mr. Tom being a Leeds fan and all that. And obviously, I want to see them do well, if normally they don't affect us. And yeah, FA Cup quarter finals for the first time in donkey's years for them, basically. You know, as a Leeds fan, you must be thinking, you're getting a nosebleed, thinking, this ain't, what's all this? What's going on? We don't usually get past the third round of this competition, and they're in a quarter final. But yeah, even though it was crap because Knights just didn't turn up in terms of performance wise. It was the game plan was literally just to try and sit back and frustrate, and that didn't work, and they just kept on doing that bullshit all match, and they ended up losing 3-0. You want Gav, not Gav If you want Gav, not Gav Company for the last 15, drop me in it. Unless it's strictly on my, no, it's not strictly me only. But if anyone can come, again, it's just like on over my channel. Anyone's welcome to pop on. Give me a thumbs up in the chat when you're ready, and I'll send it over to you. Are you up for doing that for tomorrow? This is what I'm saying. If you do a poll in your community posts on your channel, give them the option, give the people the option, and see where the percentages lie in terms of who how many interact with that and where the land lies, basically, with that side of things. Barella's been taken off. DeMarco's getting the armband now for who's going off onto it. Fantastic. I probably again butchered the name many times there. But Barella was off. In non-existent so far. Remember someone thought I was Gav? Yep. Thankfully, so far we've not had that tonight. Streaming on the Gav's channel on it, we've not had that. Hi Gav, how you doing? Never seen you before. This is different. We've not had that tonight. I think everyone's the people that have cut them, even the newer faces that weren't in last night have realised that ain't Gav. Going by what's behind. Oh dear, you got to laugh. You don't get quiet. Dump fish has been booked. They've been on pitch like 10 minutes. Oh my God. What? I was thinking Newcastle Barca, to be honest. I was thinking about doing Newcastle Barca, going out by just because it could be a complete whitewash, it could be an entertaining game, it could be a complete ball. One of three ways it could go, that one. I mean, yeah, Atletico Madrid versus Tottenham. That means that Atletico as well. Maybe, again, that's maybe a poll we do via community posts and give the people the option on that one. Then who would they rather us cover? Basically, Atletico versus Tottenham or Newcastle Barca. Get a test on Liverpool. What's that? 5:45. I think what day is that? Tuesday. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I need to see if I'm available that early or not. I'll get back to you on that on the earlier one. But if we're given the pick in terms of these neutral ones, especially these like games like that, like these the later ones when I was going, pretty much, yeah. I may as well just gone live and just turned around instead at a wall, basically. Be more entertaining than this. Yeah, I get that. I do get that. Yeah, if I do get that. But yeah, maybe it's say if you do a community, if you via your community post, if you do like, set up a poll and give them the option of the two games, and whichever one that's more picked, then and obviously I can vote from my side of things as well. Whichever one is then picked, we'll cover. But it just means people that are voting they need to get their asses here basically as well. There's no excuse because if we've made you aware that this is what we're planning. Whichever one's top, we da 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 da. We've got blooming Real Madrid on Wednesday. Yeah, good luck. I say good luck with it, but Real Madrid they're beatable. They're what I would. I mean, you've played already this season in the league phase, but that was with Alonso. This is now Arbeloa, what his fucking name is. They're more beatable than what they were under Alonso. So if you can't get past this Madrid side, you maybe start asking yourself some questions. That's all I'm saying. Arsenal's early kickoff on Wednesday, but yeah, that's on my channel. So if you know you're a Man City fan, you want to come and support my channel, Dylan, we greatly appreciate it. Even though you're not an Arsenal fan and all that, as Gav witnessed, he's Chelsea. We've got a couple of Chelsea fans, we've got Leeds fans. When Stefan comes back, we've got we've got a mixture basically, Ipswich fans, etc. You don't have to solely be an Arsenal fan to be subscribe to our channel or contribute to the channel in terms of the live chats as well. We all have a bit of a laugh as well. We don't take anything too serious over there. Yeah, we are. But we for this week we're playing the early kickoff at 5:45. I think you're the later kickoff. Or the West Ham rejects coming on. Falkirk. Also got a feeling Barca will batter Newcastle anyway, so I was leaning towards Atletico Spurs. But yeah, but I'm just saying if we could do a poll on your community post on your channel, it makes people aware that this is what we're doing anyway. It gives them no excuse not to be here, basically. Because if you're going to vote, you may as well come and support the channel as well and watch. We could literally do the Atletico fucking Spurs game. It'd be a dead nil or one. Is that Atletico as well? So yeah, there's no way Tottenham pull off a miracle there. This is coming from an Arsenal fan who's beaten Atletico at the Emirates this season 4-0. Atletico, again, they're not the team they once were, nowhere near. But fucking this is Tottenham we're talking about. There's no way, famous last words here. There's no way game on their form, but they're going to go to fucking. They're going to go to Madrid and put one on Atletico. No way. Maybe not. Surely, either way, whatever game we go with, it can't be worse than this bullshit. Honestly, I'll be honest. Again, before Cafe comes in, I'll be honest. I sat downstairs, keeping an eye on. I Sky Sports News. I was doing bits and pieces. I was checking on the old Firm game, and all that. I was like, thank God I didn't do a watch on for that game, because it was like probably watching paint dry. It was bad in terms of quality about it. Cavs, do you like Liam Senior? Well, I can tell you. Whilst he went great to get back to you on that one. He wasn't a fan of Enzo Maresca before he got given the Hevo. And Catherine can back me up on that, hopefully. Why is I need to ask the question, why is Martinez on the bench? Is he injured or something? And if he is, why is Thuram not playing? If he's injured as well, then that's a whole other question, then. I'll get back to you tomorrow on that one if that's all right. Yeah, we'll sort that. We'll get it up in the morning first thing. And it's Catherine, not Gav.
Hello. Not Gav. I am not Gav.
Oh dear.
Though rumor has it, Gav and Catherine have never been seen in the same room at the same time.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah. Sounds like this game has been like as boring as really all the games today.
Yeah, basically.
Between the FA Cup,
got his cup quarterfinals and
yeah, the other La Liga. There's a game that's 1-1 right now. Valencia versus Deportivo. That is 1-1 in the 62nd. Getafe and Real Betis. They had to pause the game in the first half around the 10th minute to get police officers over to the away section because some of the away fans were starting to creep over into the home section, so they needed to get the police involved and shoved over there. And the only reason I saw that is because it was after the second FA Cup game and before the third. See, I can't even tell you how exciting those games were because I can't even remember who was playing, other than the fact that Fulham got knocked out in a stoppage time penalty.
I know the goal that was their fault.
Oh, was it Sunderland was the second game?
Yes, it was Fulham Southampton the first one. It was Sunderland
and Southampton scored. All right, so they kept on saying in the Fulham game that the manager made like 8 or 9 changes to the starting 11, but that he doesn't feel like, or the commentators don't feel like the manager actually knows what to be doing with the squad that he has available to him. Because yes, Southampton are in the championship, but they also aren't. Are they bottom of the table? Like they aren't League One opposition. They aren't League One opposition. I'm seeing where.
Yeah, Southampton they were pushing towards relegation, but then when they got the new manager in, they've sort of pushed up towards.
Yeah, they're sitting 8th right now, so they're not chumps. Fulham between Fulham and Southampton. Let's see, they're 8th. Come on, go back. Let's see. So Southampton are in 8th. Fulham are in 10th. So you're talking 18 spots. That's technically, and if you were to parse everything out into 20 Arsenal, sitting at the top of the table, they would only be in the Premier League. But you go down, subtract 1 from the Prem, being Arsenal, and then you have Man City at the top with whoever's at the top of the Championship being in 20th. Like, if you just parse things out that way, like, Fulham and Southampton would be a part of the same 20-team league table. It would be like I think the first time Southampton would be 20th, Fulham would be 3rd or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Now, if Fulham were playing Port Vale, like, that was a shock. Who are they playing? Forgot who they played. Oh, Port Vale and Sunderland. Yeah, that was a bit of a shock because Port Vale is bottom of the table, but I think Sunderland was just trying to maybe conserve, and I don't think Sunderland are in any way close to finishing bottom of the table, but on the off chance that they just lose all of their remaining games. Oh, look at that. They're trying to get yellow cards and red cards thrown out there. Oh my, do you see that?
Yeah.
Let me just embellish my head getting thrown back and getting hit in the face. He got a yellow card for simulation. Or was that for fighting back?
Yeah, all got to do, Gav, is pretty much with details you sent over me. Log into YouTube. Deal with the situation that Austin caused your streams yesterday. Deal with that situation. And then I can then with that by that then set up all like posts and things like that basically. Via my BC as well. Dennis says Dennis is a Man City fan. I bet we'll get either Liverpool or Chelsea in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. I think they keep us all apart.
I think they're gonna try and make it so it's like, so it will either be Arsenal versus City as potential final, another final for them for City and Arsenal this season, or they're going to queue it up to be like a Chelsea Arsenal.
Yeah.
I think they're going to try and keep everything as separated as most. I don't think you're going to see Port Vale draw Southampton.
No, they're going to keep. I think they're going to, as I say, they're going to keep the big four, so to speak, that's left in the competition away from each other, the semis as well.
Or they're going to want to give it the true magic of the cup and have two of the Premier League teams. Someone just got hit in the neck, I think. Still hard to tell there. That's what I was looking up, trying to figure out who Martinez is. The dude injured?
He kind of keeps paying to him. He's not warming up. It's just, as I say, that he says it again now. Tottenham rejects coming on in Quanku.
He's available on the bench. Like he's not injured.
Then why is he not warming up then?
Why didn't he start?
Yeah. There's that as well.
And Kuku's coming on.
Yeah. Christian Pulisic has covered the most distance of 10.5 kilometers in the match. But yeah, Pulisic is off and Kunku is on.
Tomorrow's Tuesday. Tomorrow's not Tuesday. Jeez. Your schedule is all thrown off, folks.
Depends what time we want to do it.
I don't like that Arsenal are playing the early kickoff on Wednesday.
5:45 my time. Yeah, I know.
Because it's a 1:45 kickoff for me. So, I mean, on the plus side, it's a Wednesday. I'm working from home. This. Oh, that's what I was going to look up. This game. See, Leeds had. All right, no, sorry. Middlesbrough had the most goals when they played QPR today. It was 4-0. There's an MLS game on right now. Paris is... All right, let's see. 85 minutes played, or just about to hit 85 minutes. 9 shots for both teams, two on target for both teams. 3 corners for Inter, 1 corner for AC Milan. XG, AC Milan have 0.77, Inter have 1.08. Let's see, duels. Duels are primarily in Milan's favor. They're at like a 63% of duels won. Let's see, I'm looking. Where's my fouls at? 2 yellow cards for Inter, 1 for Milan. Where's the fouls? That's the tackles, interceptions, keeper saves. Oh, fouls committed. Inter Milan have committed 12. AC Milan has committed 6. So it's a derby game. It should be more feisty. There should be yellow cards going every which way. Sorry. Siri decided to pick that up. Who was it? Was it Gary Neville who had said it in one of the London derbies in the beginning part of the season that, or no, I think it was the Manchester derby, the first Manchester derby of the season. He's like, that wasn't played like it's a derby game. That was woeful. Like, there should have been more yellow cards. And then it's like when United had played Spurs, there was like the following week or whatever it happened to be. It's like that seemed more like a derby game than City versus United.
Gary Neville's the wisdom of football, perhaps.
It was. I think it was Gary Neville or it was Jamie.
Oh, that was Gary. I remember the kickoff afterwards.
Yeah, because it's like, it's a derby. There should be a lot more fouls and yellow cards. You should even have ones that could be potential red cards going through there. It's a derby. Show your spirit. That was not a game that was played like it's a derby. I'm like, okay. Same could be said for here. There's more yellows. It's just like, this isn't even like that entertaining of a 1-0 game. Like, I honestly, yes, it's a neutral, and I'm not invested into either of these teams. Someone just got their jersey ripped. I honestly think that the Arsenal-Brighton game was more interesting of a 1-0 game than this one.
Yeah.
And I didn't even watch that game because I had meetings and it didn't work out. I think I was able to tune in for, maybe 10 minutes. It seemed like no one's in this. I think the way that the commentators always reference it is you have Milan and then Inter, and that's how they refer to the two teams. Instead of like AC Milan versus Inter Milan. Yeah. I think they call it Milan versus Inter.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna guess that Gav is talking about the red one. There's Fulkrug, the German dude that left West Ham.
Yeah.
Whenever I see his name with the I don't know what they're called, the 2 dots over the U, I always want to pronounce it like the Formula One driver's name, Hülkenberg, but it's not the same because there's missing letters. So I'd have to relook at his name, but Hülkenberg. No, that's not how you would say it. Oh, we're gonna Luka Modric is getting another yellow card. This is not. Who's getting it?
Let's get the card out.
Get that up. He's getting fed up. Send him off. But yeah, Moderate got a yellow card. All right, he gets dispossessed. He falls to the ground quite easily, complains about it, and then starts going after the Inter player and takes him out because he didn't get the call.
Yeah,
because he was bodied and out strength. That is interesting. What Sky calls their football weekend show, but it's if they called it football Saturday, then it's not alliterative. Where if it's soccer Saturday, then it's just that more fun to say because it's SS Soccer Saturday. What if I think no, they call it the Premier League Fan Fest. I was gonna say they might in the US when the Premier League morning show goes on tour throughout to different things and they call it the Fan Fest. I think they call it just the Premier League Fan Fest. Otherwise, I think it might be like the Premier League Football Fan Fest just to make it that much more. Let's see, live table.
I'll get mine. One sec.
Live table. There's 5 minutes of added time. Inter are at the top by 7 points. Inter are 7 points clear of AC Milan. And that's the live table standings. And then Milan have a 4-point cushion between themselves and Napoli. And then Napoli have 4 points between them and Como, who are tied on points with Roma. Inter players down in the box, I think.
I mean, any of it, but as you go
so AC Milan have as much of a chance of winning the league as Man City do.
Basically,
actually, I wouldn't even say that because City still have a game in hand.
Yeah.
The Milan teams are level on games. He must have lost his footing because that was a no contact.
No, there's no contact.
I think his plant foot slipped. Keeper has a poor punch to out for another corner.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you think anyone's going to storm the pitch? That's not a compliment. Oh! The whistle blew. Otherwise,
oh my God! What's going on?
Geez.
You've had it. He did blow straight away. The ball was kicked.
I think he blew it when the ball first made contact with a player.
Oh.
Oh no! It was before. Because Inter players had started looking at him, like, why did you blow the whistle when it deflected off a body and made its way into the back of the net? Here it is. Keeper punches. Still in the box though. Out for a corner on the other side. I'm not gonna lie, Inter seem to be rushing this in the sense that there's 30 seconds left, not 90 to 120. Here's the kick.
Yeah, the AC fans are literally coming forward as close as they can and beyond that goal, by the way.
Yeah.
Just watching them creep forward.
Is that I think that's a major stadium difference too. Wasn't the game the Old Firm Derby? Aren't those stands like reach out and you can touch the net essentially?
Yeah.
This one it seems like the pitch is down compared to where the first level of stands are. And then you've got a decent chunk. Yeah, there's a flight of stairs that are leading up to the side there. Wow, this is, I don't know, since I turned the game on in the 75th minute, Inter have shown more want to score an equalizing goal in the 6 minutes of stoppage than they have in the 15 minutes prior to that.
Well, it came for own ball.
Yeah, ref wasn't having any of it though.
Nope.
I must be just ahead of you.
I think you are by a second or two, yeah.
Inter with a cross in. High and wide. He's calling for something. Yeah, the number 4 did hit his arm, but he was moving his arm out of the way when it hit his arm. He wasn't trying to move it to actually touch the ball.
Yeah. Oh, the AC players on the bench are getting ready to storm the pitch.
Yeah.
Well, there's that's not in the stands, but in the box.
Full time. The ball just gets launched forward and blows the whistle there.
Yeah, and the AC players fall to the floor in joy, with joyous motions.
And Inter ones fall to the floor saying, "Shit, we should have done a lot better."
Yeah.
Someone's got a sign. It says Mirda on it.
Yeah, seen that, yeah.
All right, so since they share a stadium, whenever like AC Milan is the home team today, does that mean that Inter has less tickets available to them in the away section, or do they keep it as like a 50-50 more or less?
No, it's basically AC. The AC get the home allocation, like as if it was a normal. They're the home team normally, and
then Inter are stuck with an away allocation.
The away allocation, yeah.
So even though it's a shared stadium, it is still very much run the same way. Though I'm sure. I mean, all right. So they each have their own dressing rooms, and I'm going to assume that they both, like, whether Inter is home or Inter is away, or the away team, that they are always in that same dressing room, and it's not the home dressing room and the away dressing room. But I don't know. That'd be a cool stadium tour to do, just to see how different they have things, because the Emirates is the one stadium. Stamford Bridge is the one stadium. They don't share it with any other London teams.
No, never will.
Oh, I gotta do my daily check. This is because after each, I almost feel like it's after each time a Premier League team plays. Predictions. Nope, it hasn't changed. Spurs are still at a 16.3% chance of being relegated this season. Gotta keep an eye on that. Let's see. For you Chelsea fans, they are at a 40.5% chance of finishing in a Champions League spot this season. Which is interesting. They actually, so this is just Opta's predicted table. So Opta have United finishing 4th, Liverpool finishing 5th, and Chelsea finishing 6th with 64, 63, and So, sorry, 64.4, 63.0, and 62.6 points. So very close. Even Villa finishing third at 65 points. Looking at it, it looks like Opta doesn't even know. It's gonna all matter on. It could end on one game. Like I don't know the remaining fixtures for Chelsea, but if Chelsea still have to play Liverpool or Villa, that could be a deciding factor. Or Brentford at this point. Looks like Brentford are wanting to go to Europe next
They'll pick up in Glasgow tonight.
What?
Right, they'll pick up in Glasgow. Literally,
Yeah.
the literal, not even joking, guys, the literal building on fire in Glasgow.
Oh. Damn.
No, literally, go to the group chat first. I noticed in the group, I think Nick put it in. And I've literally gone onto my homepage and I've gone down and scrolled down a bit, and then someone else has put from a different perspective, same building on fire.
There's celebrating a win and there's commiserating a loss. But I don't think it should ever get to the point where you're being destructive to property, or like looking at last year's Liverpool parade. Like there should be no need to do any of that.
No,
But I mean, I still see some of it. I think there was some like Philadelphia Eagle parade destruction of property, but I don't think they were setting big ass buildings like that on fire.
I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is. We'll get ourselves out anyway. Ben said into a dust. I mean, they played like it tonight. Blimey. Don't know. I don't get how the 7 points key in the league in Serie A. how bad is the Italian football that they're? That's the best of the best. Jeez.
All right, they're 7 points clear with 67 points. 28 games played. I think Arsenal are at 30. Yeah, so
yeah.
Do they? I'm trying to figure out where they're playing some of these games, because how I mean, maybe they start a week later than the Premier League. Let's see. Premier League football. No, Serie A. All right, let's see. Opta has where is it predicted? Has Inter finishing with the title with about 87 points, and AC Milan finishing with 78. So Opta's even saying there's going to be a 9-point gap by the end of the season. I think the most exciting team out there is Napoli.
And then having a bad
season. And I think Como. I think Como have actually come a very long way. So I don't know. You had me for what, 20 minutes, 25?
Something, because last 15 plus won't shut in that. Yeah, about 20, 25 minutes, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna get ourselves out of here now, guys. Obviously wasn't what we hoped for in terms of a end-to-end dramatic game in any capacity whatsoever, but we've got a winner. AC win the Dragon Rights for another day, and mathematically still on. Like could Inter completely fall for cliff and bottle this? Well, time will tell. But we're going to get ourselves out of here. I'll be back on my channel tomorrow. Got content over on my channel from tomorrow night. Got 2 shows. The Arsenal Women's Chat Show and the North Bank Summit at 8:30 and 7 o'clock respectively. Tuesday night we're going to be back here doing one of the Champions League games. I don't know what's won yet. That's sorted. I think now. And then Wednesday, back on my channel, Mr. Arsenal podcast for the Arsenal awaited Leverkusen in the Champions League. And then all the other content.
Do a big ass one and then do the PSG Chelsea one.
See what mood I'm in after the ask. Okay, see what I was
honestly, I don't. This is me also just being the Arsenal fan that I am. I don't see Arsenal losing that game.
Touchwood and all that.
Yeah, Leverkusen's recent form is not great.
No. What's that?
Let's see, and their form is not great, and Leverkusen could just say, we don't think we actually have a chance of beating Arsenal, and we're going to focus our attentions on the league to actually maybe try and fight and get into Champions League spots. They are sitting in 6th right now, which is not even automatic Conference League. It is Conference League qualifications that they would have to go through. So they could focus their efforts in the league. Also, could depend on if Leverkusen win on Wednesday, that kind of thing. You never know.
Yeah.
But I don't see Arsenal losing. I think of the Wednesday night games, I think the biggest one would be the PSG Chelsea game.
Yeah, on that note, we've got to get ourselves out of it, guys. If you haven't already hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and share the content around. That'd be massively appreciated. Push this stuff out there as well. Help Gav out of his channel. Get people real not noticing again that there's content here, one way or the other. And yeah, until then, guys, see you soon. And as always, see you later.
You can't even say it on this channel.
I can't even say that anymore. On this channel, anyway.
And as always, stay classy.
Stay classy, San Diego. Stay classy.
Yeah.